Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the podcast. You are tuned in to All Things Lifestyle. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for lending me your attention, your ears, whether you are cleaning, driving, doing any kind of task while listening to this. Thank you for tuning in. First things first, we are on episode 50. Y'all, we made it to episode 50. Thank you so much again for tuning into the episodes. If you are new here, welcome. And if you have been here with me, welcome back and thank you for rocking with me. I hope you are all enjoying the episodes. The lifestyle crew is growing. And don't forget, please subscribe and follow if you haven't already. Leave a rating and review wherever you're listening. It definitely helps the show. And share this podcast with your friends so the lifestyle crew can keep growing. Okay, episode 50. Y'all, I'm looking like I just be like it. It's funny because now I just get into a routine like each week. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, record, blah blah blah, and I'm just looking like on my because I record on my iMovie and I just name each episode like episode 40, episode blah blah, and I just typed in episode 50, EP 50. I was like, oh snap. Let me hello. Yes. We are on 50 episodes and we're going to make it to 100 and 200 and 250 and yeah, but we on 50 right now. So, yes. Cheers to consistency. Trying to stay consistent. And yeah, so we are here. Y'all, I have been chilling. Like when I say can't nobody chill harder than me. Like I feel that. Like when I say I'm chilling, I'm chilling. I have just been chilling all weekend. It's a Saturday that I'm recording this, so I just been chilling all weekend to be honest. Caught up on BMF. I cannot believe I missed like 2 or 3 weeks of BMF. Like I've been watching it like weekly, but I had to catch up last night. So yes, I had me some wine last night. Caught up on BMF. So good. Tune in if you're not tuned in. And yeah, and then today, like chilling, watching Married to Medicine, like playing a little Mario Party on my Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. And then I just figured, I was like, well, I got my whole episode for this week like typed out and everything. So I was like, let me go ahead and just knock out some recording. And yeah, so that's all I've been doing yesterday, today, and I'm gonna do some laundry tonight just to be a little productive. Well, I feel like I'm being productive right now by recording. Do some laundry tonight. Might it's almost 5. I might go eat somewhere. I don't know. Might go have a cocktail, but let's get into this episode. So this episode, I'm going to be talking about things that may be keeping you broke. Yeah. And when y'all gonna feel me, I feel like y'all gonna feel me on this because you're gonna be like, oh yeah, oh snap, yeah. Because when I thought about it, and what made me think of this is I had to cancel a couple subscriptions, and I was like, I have not watched that in a month of Sundays. I have not watched that in a month of Sundays. Why am I still paying $8 a month? I ain't gonna get too much into it, but yeah, that is what persuaded me to do this episode because I was like, people need to hear it. And I feel like I feel like y'all gonna feel me on this. So I'm gonna be talking about things that are keeping you broke, that may be keeping you broke, that taking your little $9-10. You may think about it, oh, $9-10 is not a lot, but it is if it add up each month. That's how these people get rich. I'm telling you. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about that today. I'm on like low key, not like a huge financial journey, but just a financial journey with paying off debt and just trying to get everything, in order. I'm getting older, 26 now. I just feel like, I love a YOLO mindset when it comes to like spending money. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna spend some money, but I just feel like, I feel like I need to go more into, investing, just making my money work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a savings account, but I want to move my money to another savings account to where, it'll accrue more interest, like make more money. So I'm on that kind of finance journey. And that's another thing that motivated me to make this, because I'm like, these little things, these little changes could help save you a couple dollars. And not a finance girl at all. I'm not a finance girl. I want to do an episode with my sister. She's a finance girly. That's the finance girl. She knows all things when it comes to finance. That's my finance advisor. She does my taxes, everything. So I want to do an episode with her and we deep dive into like finances and investing, all kind of stuff. Like really start honestly like from beginners, because like me, like I be asking her all these questions like, girl, where do I start? What am I doing? What should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we're going to have an episode coming up probably like in a couple weeks about that. So yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be talking about a few things. So before we get into the things that may be keeping you broke, happy Women's History Month. I know we had like a Women's History Day over the past week. I think it was a couple days ago. But it is Women's History Month. We get a whole month. Okay. And to acknowledge all the hard work that women do. Shout out to all the women. You appreciate it. And keep working hard and doing you. Honestly, just looking back, like we couldn't work. We couldn't vote. We couldn't join the military. We couldn't make decisions. We couldn't uphold a household. Like now, we can do those things. Like we have come so far when it comes to being able to make our own money, depend on ourselves, start so many businesses, have a say on what we want to do, have our way. We having our way out here. The girls is having their way. We are having our way. Like we doing what we needed to do, even though laws, like abortion laws, trigger warning. Even though like, abortion laws are still being fought against, and it's crazy that they're still being fought against now. Not even going to go on down that rabbit hole, but I still feel like as women, we are so powerful and we can do, and we have accomplished a lot and can do so much more. Being independent, it gives you so much room to have options. Like I said, have your way, do exactly what you want to do. And you don't really got to depend on no man. Back then, I feel like, even though I'm not saying it don't happen now, because it surely does, women marrying a man for security. I feel like more so now women, that is still happening, but we get married for love. Like, does that sound bad? I mean, not like, we know, like, y'all know that women, get married for security. They man gonna take care of the household. They're not working. Like, it used to be where the woman is literally leaning on the man to take care of everything. So it's like, now we can, like I said, more options. We can actually choose you, whether your money is where it need to be or not. Of course, even though like we have our own money and we want somebody that's on at least the same level, but you don't have to, I'm gonna definitely be with him because he could take care of me. I could definitely be with him because he, what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna be with him because I want to. I got this, but I want to be with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not only for security, only for what he could do for me. Because as women, we are doing it. But yeah, like I said, I just feel like that may be, like I said, I don't know about statistics or anything like that, but I feel like that may be happening a little bit less just because the girls is tapping in, like, and taking over all these businesses, entrepreneurship, influencers, everything. Like, the girls is tapping in. So I'm not saying you don't need no man, because of course, a man is desired, but the girls is doing it. So yes, I just said that, I just went off on a spiel. Happy Women's History Month. Shout out to all the girls doing their thing. Okay. So let's get into our affirmation of the week. The affirmation this week: I am attracting better because better is what I deserve. I'm going to read it one more time. I am attracting better because better is what I deserve. Period. And I feel like I've heard this on other podcasts where it's like you want to you kind of want to give off you want to give off the energy you want to attract. So it's like if you want a certain type of energy from someone, give off that energy. You can't give off mean girl energy and expect, niceness or anything. You can't give off bad and expect good. Like you got to give off good, niceness and everything. So yeah, I'm attracting better. Give off what you want. Period. Because you deserve better. We all do. And product of the week. So the product this week is a perfume. We are getting into spring. Spring is in what, 2 weeks? Spring is in like a week or some change. So yeah, I just thought I would include a perfume for the product of the week. It is Chloe. The brand is Chloe, and it's called Chloe Nomad. It's a perfume. It's a warm floral fragrance, which is why that was okay. That was a tongue twister. A warm floral fragrance. And I like florals for spring and summer. And then I wrote down the notes from the perfume. So if you're a perfume like guru, perfume girl, like, the notes and everything. So the notes is, and of course, if you haven't smelled it, I feel like this is a very common perfume. I feel like this is very common, but it has notes of oak moss, freesia, and marabelle liqueur. I don't know if it's liqueur. I'm gonna go liqueur. Yeah. I wore this all summer last summer. This was my brunch scent. I wore this perfume a lot when I was going to brunch. I just found myself just reaching for it because it's perfect for like daytime. I feel like it'd be good for nighttime too, but I always gravitated towards it for daytime. Definitely brunches, day parties. That was my go-to perfume. Definitely wore it a lot, and I will be repurchasing because I purchased it last summer, used it all up, and I only purchased the 1 ounce because every time like I try out a new perfume, like I'll smell it in the store, I'll smell it, when I get home, but for some reason it's like I've had it to where I'm like, okay, I actually wear it and I'm like, I actually don't like this. That's why I always get the smallest ounce first, or like a trial size, and then I'll get the bigger one. So I got the 1 ounce bottle last year. And I ran through that, honey. I ran through that all summer, spring and summer. That and the Dior. I think I mentioned this last summer when I was talking one of the episodes on my podcast last year. The Dior blooming something. The name is escaping me. It's in that pink bottle. It's like that line. They got like 2 or 3 of them, I think, and they're all like pink in that square bottle with the bow on the top. The girls, y'all know what I'm talking about. That and this one and the Chloe Nomad. Those are my 2 go-tos for daytime in the summer, spring and summer. Definitely. So yeah, I got the 1 ounce bottle last year of the Chloe perfume, and I'm definitely getting the 2.5 ounce bottle because I love it that much. Because I like when my perfume can like last like going into the next year. Because of course I feel like I'm always buying perfume, but I like, to have it like each season. And like I said, I think I mentioned this before when I talked about perfume. Like, I'm that girl to wear perfume based on seasons. Like, yeah. I just like it's appropriate. I just like the vibes. I like the vibes it gets. And like I say each week, each product of the week that I mention is linked in the show notes or description box. You click it and it'll just take you right to the product. So if you want to shop it, you can get it too. Okay, so now, y'all. So now we're going to get into how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7. 7 things that may be keeping you broke. So we're going to go ahead and get into the first one. So the first one I wrote down, excessive amount of credit card debt. Of course, this one, because like I said, I just went through my own financial journey of paying off credit card debt. Just got a couple, $100 left, but then I will be credit card debt free. Okay. And of course, like you are credit card debt free if you don't have credit cards, But like, I feel like, of course, like you spend credit, you swipe your credit card for necessities, like, they say groceries, gas, and whatever else, things that you're going to pay it back within the same month to not accrue like the fees and everything. But I have had my fair share with high amounts of credit card debt. Got it on the handle now, thank gosh. But it's annoying. Like, it is so annoying because, oh, those payments coming up, you get, you feel anxious and you might not have the money to pay for it. And it's like, oh my God, so it's like, of course, have it for emergencies. I feel like credit card is great for emergencies, especially like car things happen, anything could happen. So I feel like credit cards are great for that, but keep a handle on your credit card balances, because they are the worst. And that's like the main thing that will weigh your credit score down. As soon as you start paying off those credit cards, especially those big amounts, just dump some money into it, that credit gonna skyrocket. Okay, because we love a high credit score. Excellent. We are shooting for excellent. Okay, we are at excellent. Listen, next one, subscriptions. What I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, subscriptions being forgotten about. Like I just said, I was just on my Amazon Prime Video, and you know how you're on Prime Video and you go to the subscriptions, and it has like, your HBO, your Stars, Paramount, whatever, Showtime, all that, and when I say I had all that on BT Plus, honestly, I had all that on there and I don't even watch it. And like I said, I'm the type of person, I pretty much watch the same things. Like, I had a series last year called Tune In with Tay, and I stopped it for a little bit because I find myself watching the same things over again. That's just how I am. Like, I find comfort. I have those shows where it's just comfortable to watch over and over again. I don't know why. I think somebody told me it's like an anxiety thing, an anxious thing. I don't know, but it's comfortable to me. Or a show that I've already watched, like BMF or Power, that's coming up with a new season. Yeah, of course I watched that. But like, me just like randomly starting new shows and watching new movies, it happens, but I do that in seasons. That's why I stopped the Tune In with Tay series, because I'm like, I'm not even watching new stuff right now. And I don't want to force myself to watch anything new just to keep up with the Tune In with Tay series. I was like, I'll just bring it back when I'm in my season of watching new stuff. But right now I watch the same shows, same movies. I don't know why, I just do. I've been like that since I was a kid too. I don't know. Okay, so back to subscriptions. Yes, so the subscriptions that you forget about, not watch. Now, for me, I know I'm the culprit and I'm guilty of starting a subscription with that because I want to watch a certain movie or a certain show, and I start the 7-10 day free trial and forget to cancel it after the trial, and they start charging. That's what be happening to me. So now what I do is, if I see something, I'm like, well, I really want to watch this movie, but I don't want to purchase a movie, I will set an alarm on my phone for that next week, or set like a reminder on my phone for that next week of the 7 days or whatever, be like, cancel so-and-so. So I know to go in and cancel it. I'm telling you, like, these subscriptions, that's what I just said. That's how they are making their money, because we start it and we forget about it and we don't even watch it. Because it'll be months, even years later, we'd be like, oh, snap. Like I said, I ain't watched that in a month of Sundays. Like, even like subscriptions on your phone, like apps, pay attention to that too. Like, they could be charging you a little $2-3 a month, $5 a month, and you don't even realize. Go to your phone, go to settings, click on your name, and go to subscriptions. And that'll show, your subscriptions that you have active on your phone, just in case. These little apps, they be charging. All these apps, it ain't like back in it. Like, I remember back in high school, all the apps used to be free. These apps ain't free no more. They be charging. So yeah, check your subscriptions on your phone too. Next one that be getting me, that be kicking my tail. Okay, impulsive spending all the time. Like I said, I'm guilty of this, and something I'm working on. I am an impulsive spender. Yeah, I don't know how to I'm just being real. I'm an impulsive spender. I like to shop. I love to shop. And one example I can think of is when I am at Ulta or Sephora and they have like the checkout line with the minis. They got mini of everything, like face cream, a cleanser, a powder, makeup brushes, minis and everything. And that's how they get you in the checkout line. And it's me picking up stuff. I did not come in here for that. Unless I'm literally like on like a I can get this now, but like if I went, because 9 times out of 10, like I'm going into Ulta Sephora for something, to get some products I need, to get some backups. I'm in there for something, and I don't need to be getting that stuff in the checkout line, and that gets me every time. And then like another thing too is going grocery shopping when you're starving. I'm guilty of doing this, and I don't know why. Why do I do that? Why do we do that as people? Because I know I'm not the only one. We be doing that, y'all. Going to the grocery store. Because for me, I get my fruits, my veggies and everything, my green juices while I'm at the grocery store. But then, and it always happens to me with the snacks and the little frozen food aisle, the little frozen little chicken poppers, just little stuff you could throw in the oven. That always happens to me, and I overbuy because I'm like, oh, that look good, because I'm hungry. That's like kind of impulsive too, because like stick to the list, stick to the grocery list, but I'm hungry, so I'm like getting extra stuff. So, and again, I'm not saying like don't do it, because I'm not gonna you can't just stop, but just portion it out. Like, okay, you go to the grocery store, grab a couple new things, because every time I go to the grocery store, it's always one or two things I'm trying. I just like trying out new stuff. Like, that's just how I am. I like trying out new foods. When it comes to beauty products, clothes, shoes, I just like trying out new brands. So, and not saying don't do that at all, but just don't overdo it, because I be overdoing it too. And I be like, dang. But just getting one or two things. Don't get, all of it. And then even like when it comes to like back to like the Sephora and the Ulta thing I said, like even when you go, so like say you on your Ulta trip or whatever, you there just to get exactly what you need. Say you just need a face cleanser and a backup face cream or whatever. And you in the checkout line, with the little minis, you see a little lip gloss or something you want. Maybe get one thing. Or you don't get nothing and indulge the next time. Just indulge every other time, maybe. Just try to cut it back. I'm thinking of ways, just to cut it back. It's always something we could cut back. So yeah. Next one, not returning your items. Y'all, return your stuff. Again, I used to be guilty of this, not no more. I return my stuff. I return my stuff. I will mail my stuff back. And I feel like that'd be the main thing. I feel like we might take stuff back to the store mostly, but when it comes to mailing stuff back, I feel like that's where we lack. Cause that's where I did. I used to like order like tons of clothes from like Shein and Fashion Nova, and some of the stuff I didn't like, some of the stuff I couldn't fit, and I would keep it. Because I would be too lazy to return. Y'all, return those clothes and shoes and stuff. Y'all, return those online orders. I'm telling you, those Amazon things that don't work out for you. Like, I know we get lazy with returning stuff, but I know it's a task. Going to the post office. Well, first of all, printing off the label. Now, one thing, and again, you still got to go to the store. But, what is it called? Is it Office Max? I was to say Home Depot. Office Max. Oh, FedEx. FedEx, you can email your shipping label to FedEx, and they'll like email you back a code or something, and you can go print it there. They might do the same thing at Office Max, to be honest. But yeah, they do that there. So if you go, just email your shipping label to them, go there, print it, and just go ahead and go to the post office and knock it out. Like, I know it's annoying because we don't want to do it. It's time consuming. But I'm telling you, like, those $20, $30, $50, $60, it'll come in handy because you know what I start thinking about it is, especially when it comes to clothes. I'm like, okay, this outfit didn't work out. This outfit was $30. This other outfit was $40. That's $70. This one shirt was $10. The other shirt was $15. That's almost that's 80. That's almost $100. And I'm like, I could get more clothes when the money go back to my account. Now, I would say Fashion Nova is a bad example because Fashion Nova don't get back your money. They give you store credit. But even though you could still, I feel like you're going to always find something at Fashion Nova. I haven't really been shopping at Fashion Nova. Really. I still get like a little couple things, but yeah. But yeah, that's what I hate about Fashion Nova. They don't give you your money back. But, you know, places like Shein and, you know, other places, Revolve and stuff like that, like they'll give you, you know, your money back. And so I think of it, and you know, Amazon and stuff, I think of it as, okay, I could buy something else with this 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks that I'm getting back. So, you know, just think of it like that. Think of it like, okay, if I return this, then I'll get this back. And then I could get something else. That, you know, the $30 that you get back, that's gas money for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of it, you know, try to think of it like that. And that might, you know, sway you to return it to the post office. And then, you know, regular stuff from the stores. If you get stuff from the store, go take that back. Return your stuff, y'all. You're going to save so much money. I'm telling you. Because I used to be the person be like, I don't feel like it. And it just stay in my closet. And then I just give it away, you know, with my Goodwill bag. Everything I'm giving away to Goodwill. I'm like, I could have returned some of this stuff for the actual price. Okay, next one. Influencers. This another thing that maybe keeping you broke. Influencers. Now, we do live in a world where I get all of my recs from influencers. Like, I don't watch commercials. I get all my recs, beauty, fashion, all that stuff from influencers. YouTube videos, Instagram, TikTok. That's where I get all of my recs from. So, and I'm very influenced when it comes to buying things because like I just mentioned, I like to shop. But because I've been watching, you know, YouTube, I've been, you know, watching YouTube and influencers for some years now. I can't even count how much money I've wasted on products and things that I've bought, like I just mentioned, and not returned them. But just wasting money on things that I did not like, I didn't use. I'm getting it because, oh, they said this looks cute. This matches the aesthetic. It matches their aesthetic. It didn't even match my aesthetic of my apartment or my dorm room at the time. Like I'm just getting stuff because I want to shop, you know, and influencers, they just make it, oh, this is so great. They just make it look so good. They just make it look so luxurious and you need this. You need this. That's what they make it seem like. And I'm like, influencers definitely could be keeping you broke. Now, like I said, I've been watching, you know, influencers on YouTube and stuff and TikTok. I've come to the thing where I'm like, okay, I really want to be as minimal as possible when it comes to like, especially products and stuff. I used to be really bad with like having a lot of hair products, a lot of makeup. Oh my God, I've given away so much makeup. My friends will tell you, my friends listen, y'all know, I've given y'all like eyeshadow palettes. I've had so much makeup. That's the first thing I can think of. Makeup and hair stuff has so much over the years. And I've come to realize, I'm like, okay, if I want to try a new product, this is what I do. If I want to try a new product that one of my favorite influencers is recommending, and if I already have, so if they're recommending a face cream, a moisturizer, and I already got a moisturizer in my bathroom, like I'm using right now, I'll still look up that moisturizer I want to try, but I'll just put it in like my loves or my likes list. And then when I run out of what I'm using, then I'll add it to the cart to try it out. So instead of buying it like at that moment, I'll just wait until I'm like, okay, I'm almost done with what I'm using. I did want to try this one, so let me go ahead and buy it. especially for like a backup and everything. I love doing that, to buy backups. I do like buying backups of things, but again, very minimal, like maybe 1 or 2 backups. Like I don't go too crazy, because again, like that's how these influencers, that's how they get you. They get you to buy things, and that's their job. Like essentially that's their job, to get us to buy these things. And of course it works, but we just don't need so much of it, especially at one time. So yeah, definitely if you struggle with that, just add it to your cart or add it to your list or whatever. And then when you get ready, you need that certain product and you want to try it, and then buy it instead of buying it right on the spot. Next one, still going on along with social media, trying to keep up with what you see on social media, period. Now, I feel like in our society now, people are like, oh, Ari bought, like, example. And the only reason I just thought this as an example, because I just saw Ari on the show Black Girl Stuff on Revolt TV. That's the only reason I just thought of this. When she bought Moneybagg Yo, acres or whatever, or a car, she bought something big. And I be seeing like people, like regular people, be comparing that to their life. It's like, these are celebrities. We as normal people, we don't make celebrity money. As society, we think we're supposed to have what the celebrity have to keep up, getting the bags. And again, this could fall under influencers too, like getting the bags that's on social media, the shoes, all the name brands. Like love a name brand. Like I love a good name, because I do, got my little fair share of like Coach, Marc Jacobs, and little stuff like that. Speaking of name brand, I think I mentioned this before. I want a Dior Lady bag so bad. Side note, and I feel like that I'm gonna save up for that, because I deserve it. I work hard. But but I feel like, people, they're expecting a lot of that just because they see, all these bags, shoes, name brands, cars, expensive cars. And it's like, you're trying to keep up with that, and that's going to keep you broke. Instead of, getting you a bag here and there, but really focusing and tapping in on what you really need to focus and tap into, for a better life for you, than to just get everything that you see on social media. And like I said, influencers, it'll keep you broke. Okay. Last one. I'm guilty like half of these. Okay. Last one, eating out a lot. I put a lot. Now I have my moments where I'm eating out every day for a week straight. And it's crazy when I say it sounds sick, but it's very easy to do, because like you wake up, and it won't be like breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, but it'll be like, okay, I'll get up, make my own breakfast, and then I'll like, oh, I'm gonna treat myself to dinner, and it's not like expensive dinners. Like I'm not going to steakhouses 7 days a week. Like no, it'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Chipotle, and I'm saying these little things because it'll add up. Chipotle for 5 days straight. Or Shake Shack. What else I like? Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Nuggets from Wendy's. The Wendy nuggets. It hit every time. Those add up throughout the week. And you can have for 7 days. And then on the weekend, I like the brunch. Or go to a nice dinner. And now a nice dinner, that's when I'm talking about like sushi or steakhouse, something, a little more expensive. Maybe $100, $150 for a meal. But you can't, I had to find a balance of I can't do that. So what I like to do is, if I want to go to a steakhouse, I love me some Mastros. I can't wait to go to Mastros again. If I know I want to go to Mastros on Sunday, right? Or not Sunday, Friday or Saturday, I want to go to Mastros. I'm going to make sure I cook my meals Monday through Thursday. Because I want to splurge when I go to steakhouses like that, like nice restaurants. I like to splurge. Like I don't want to, I want to get what I want. So, yeah, that's why I feel like eating out a lot of like those little things, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, everything I just named, those little things, those little $10, $15 meals throughout the week will add up. Whether you just cook your food all week and then, splurge on a nice brunch or a nice dinner or both on the weekend or whenever you're, 1 or 2 days out the week. That's like the biggest tip. Cook your meals throughout the week and then splurge on something nice for yourself on the weekend. Eating out a lot. Like I said, I have my moments where I'm eating out every day, but I don't feel like I do that for no more than like a week straight though. Cause I really bad, cause my stomach start to hurt and I just feel like blah about myself. Like, I'm just like, Tay, like, make you some chicken and broccoli. Like, make you some chicken and rice, like, or some turkey. Make you some salmon. And stop going to Chick-fil-A 2-3 days in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely have my moments. But like I said, after a week, I like try to reel it back in. And I'm like, okay. Let's get it together. Because things that are keeping you broke, that you can save those little couple dollars and spend it on something better. Or save it. Just save it. Those are my 7 things that may be keeping you broke, because I have found that was keeping me broke. Not broke, but like wasting my money, So we're at the end of this episode. Yes, cheers to episode 50. I was going to say it again. Cheers to episode 50, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week. I will talk to you all next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.